I remember the first guy was pretty tough and strong, and you know, he don't want to lose, you know what I mean? So it was an easy match, you know what I mean? My second fight, the guy got injured, you know what I mean? He was like a really good judo play, very good with the grips, but because I guess he has such a strong grip, he don't want to let it go, and I was keep breaking the grip, and one of those breaking grip, he just messed his finger. You know? I have a move that I like to use to sweep a lot. We call like one leg X guard, and work this balance over here. But sometimes the person just grab my sleeve, you know what I mean, to try to take my shoulder out of the mat. Because now with my shoulder out of the mat, it's hard to like move my hip too. So from this position, I'm so used to do this move that when he grab over here and he has the control of the sleeve, I just use my knee to kind of like break the grip. And a lot of the time that after I break this grip, I just reach for his ankle at the same time. And I break this grip, reach for the ankle, and just got the sweep. You know? But once you get the sweep, you like was even like a terrible scene for me, because as soon as I fall in the guy's guard, his finger was really like falling, you know what I mean, like falling, going behind like that, and he kept trying to put in place, and it's just like a terrible situation to watch. You know what I mean? I would hate to see that again. And the funniest thing, of course, it's bad, but the funny thing is like I don't want to watch, but he keep locking the close guard on me, and I don't want to watch, and he don't want to let me go. You know what I mean? That was like the funny part. Of course, it was bad. But the funny part, I don't want to watch, and he keep just cross the close guard on me to don't let me go. You know?
Right. You said the ref thought you were almost about to submit for a second because he was squeezing you so tight.
Yeah, and later the referee came to me, he's like, man, you almost tapped. You know, I stopped the mat, but then you almost tapped after because he squeezed like you. And I was like, let me go, because he squeezed so much my ribs and don't let me go, and he keep trying to put the finger in the place. I was like, I don't want to watch it, but he keeps squeezing. It was like just kind of bad and fun at the same time. You know? He's a brother of Braulio streamer. He's like a Victor streamer. He's a tough match. I already competed against him before I got the submission, maybe 2 years ago. This time was tougher. I just got one guard pass, and he has a different strategy this time. He just like maintained the close guard, and it was pretty tough to open. Every time I was open, he was already set up. So this time I used like a move that we just worked the week before the tournament. I just thought the move the week before. What I mean is like before you open the guard, you just make the underhook, and then once the guard open, you already have the underhook made. You know, a lot of people is afraid to put the underhook arm like from the close guard because they feel the arm is going to be exposed. But it's just a move that we train so much. You know, I believe like that's the chance that you have sometimes. Like if you open the guard and then you're going to do the underhook, maybe that guy blocked. But if you make the underhook and then open the guard, you already have the position. And that's what gives him the pass. So I'm glad like we trained the move before. You know. My semifinal was against another guy that already competed before. I have the chance to submit him. And this time was tougher, but I'm glad I have the submission too. And maybe he was the only guy that really exposed himself after he realized he was losing, you know what I mean? And you know, he took his chance, you know what I mean? I gotta definitely give a credit for him. I definitely feel like a really strong opponent, you know what I mean? He has a good technique, of course. I know him for a long time. We always like in the same division. But I think like I got the guard pass on him, and then halfway to the end, he just like he just took the chance to do everything or nothing. You know? He just risked everything, and I'm glad I was able to keep the pressure, and I got the submission. A lot of the time, I have the guy on his knees, and he's already looking for to not. What I mean, he's protecting his back, but he realized he already got exposed. And as soon as I locked the seat belt, he tried like escape like a rolling away of me. You know what I mean? Away. Like that. But as soon as he rolled, he has to be careful now because he pretty much he's got to do something with his arm. If he leave his arm just a little bit exposed, that's enough to me. Just like reach his arm over with my hook. Keep locking the seat belt and just lock the figure four like a triangle position. And now I gotta just like open my knee and just lift my hip on the mat. And look how like I keep the bottom of my foot like a pulse on the mat, this is gonna give way more leverage to like lift. And it's pretty hard to defend the arm because at the same time you have to defend your neck. If you open, you gotta defend the neck, but then he defend the neck, you know what I mean? And then he forgot about the arm, you know what I mean? So that's like why I like so much this move. It's pretty hard to like defend when you have like one person attack the neck and the arm at the same time, you know? I already competed against Lucas Leite before and was in the semi-final of the world competition of 2009. Before I was able to make way more points, you know what I mean? This time I just won by one sweep. And he was tougher, you know what I mean? I feel he was like stronger than the first time. And he has like different strategy than the other guys. He was like he don't wanna pull guard right away. He was trying to take me down. He was using like arm drag, or a move that we trained so much, so I was kind of ready for. And at the same time I was trying arm drag him, but of course because he know the move, he was defending the same way I was defending. He was defending, but then everybody knows like we really train everything over here in the school. We train like a guard, we train like a top, takedowns, and I just have the option to pull guard, and that's what I think gave me the victory, you know, in this fight. I pulled guard and I got the sweep right away. And once I was in his guard, I just wasn't easy, you know what I mean? Like, but once you're ahead of the fight, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like takes more from the other guy to get even, you know what I mean? Even if he got even, he still gotta, you know, work, you know. Even if imagine if the guy just got a sweep, we're just gonna be even. So he has to work more, you know what I mean? And I was already just more like concentrate to don't let he catch up with me, you know what I mean? Yeah, in the last 30 seconds, he really like in the last 30 seconds of the final, he really put everything he has. But in the last 30 seconds, I already lost like a fight with 30 seconds, so I know I can't take that risk again, you know what I mean? And it was pretty hard to lose a fight with 30 seconds left. So this time I was like, all right, so I'm not gonna let you move, I'm not gonna let you do a points. And then he got pretty close to take my back, but once I defend that time, I just watched the clock and it was like 5 seconds left. I was just like, I was count on with my eyes. I was like, I saw the whole, it seems to me like the whole match stopped. I was just watching the clock and like a 5, 4, 3, and that's how it was the end. That's what I was feeling that time. I know like it was just pretty close to the end, you know. If you wanna, guys, you can go to my website. You guys are gonna be able to see all the techniques that I use in the competition, the techniques that I use in the training on my website, mginaction.com.